Hey guys, welcome back to DunnyZ Gaming, and today we're out in World of Warships again. We're on the map Shatter, Standard Battle, and we're out in the Iowa. I know the previous video we were out in the Missouri. This is basically the sister ship. It obviously doesn't get the radar, we get spotter plane instead. I'm not running any premiums on this one. Not long had this ship either. And like the Missouri, you know, placement of this ship is key. It's very easy, or relatively easy, to citadel. But a great ship, you know, as a follow-on from the North Carolina, which I loved. Accurate guns, great for firing over islands. I'm still working on my captain. I think he's only a 9-point captain at the minute, so we've not even got concealment on this build yet. But basically, obviously, as you can see, our point is in green, enemy point is in red. Basically, first team to capture enemy point. It's not the same as the normal ones with the 3 capture points. So we've spawned on the west side of the map. Obviously our other team, we've got Neptune, a Zumo, an Ibuki, Kurfürst, a Yamato and a Yugamo pushing on the east flank. And I sort of take the decision that I don't really want to be pushing down this flank, if I'm honest with you. Our Chapayev seems very cautious as to which way he's going. Our Charles Martel, I'm the only battleship over here, as the Tirpitz behind me is turned away. So I don't really want to be going down here alone. So we've only 1 destroyer in front of me and 2 cruisers who will soon run away, and I'll be stuck here getting fired on by the entire enemy team if they push up that flank. I'm going to head through our cat point. Obviously friendlies are pinging us saying, look, you know, where are you going? I think it's fairly obvious where I'm going, and it's not where you're going. So we are spotted by aircraft. There are CVs in this game. And I basically want to help sort of defend, but I want to be able to push forward as well. And I can't help defend if I've been sunk, because I've come under extensive fire. And obviously those 3 have made a decision that they're going to go. Well, the Yugamo and the Charles Martel have made a decision they're going alone over there. And there's a Musashi and an Otago have already popped up. There's the key. So we've already got a reasonable amount of ships in that way. There's no doubt a destroyer. The aircraft carrier is going that way. And I don't really want to be tangling with all of them on my own. And as soon as the Tirpitz turned away and nobody came from the other side to support us, well, that was enough for me to move away. As always guys, I hope you're enjoying the videos. Let me know in the comments if something you want to see more of, less of. Obviously like and subscribe to the channel. We'll keep the videos coming. I've got a few more to come, and obviously this week we'll be doing another Subnautica episode on from the last one on our playthrough. I am looking at playing some other games, but at the minute this game has got me completely hooked. I am going to be, as I said in the last video, I'm going to be working on the Pan-Asian destroyer line, so I want to get that started in the next day or so. So the Yugamo has managed to take out the enemy Tashkent, which is very nice indeed. So a lot of our team are quite spread out to the east side. The enemy Yugamo there is popping up and in and out of being spotted. So it was a good choice, I think, not to go down that flank, if I'm honest. There's a Friedrich de Grace of the Key, the Musashi, the Otago. There must be, well, there was a destroyer down there, he's been killed off. And obviously the enemy carrier has been heading in that direction. I'll just check the teams. And obviously we're a ship up at the moment. So here comes the carrier again with his dive bombers. He's heading off towards the Yugamo by the looks of it. We can't get over that island, so a bit of a quiet start to the game at the moment. We're not spotting anybody, and we're not detected, which is nice. If at this point now we'd be detected, there's obviously a destroyer right in the middle of the map in this circular area in between all the islands, so then you know That's normally the B area, B cap zone. So there'd be torpedoes coming our way if that was the case. I have got my spotting aircraft up just to give me early warning of any torpedoes coming, but we've got none yet. That does give me like a 3 kilometre sort of circle around the ship that's being spotted. Obviously, as long as the plane's in that direction. If the plane's behind me and the torpedoes are coming from the front, I'm not going to spot them quite as quick. So I'm just looking really to see whether I can pick off an early target. And I wouldn't normally push through this middle gap, but being as all of our friendlies are now rushing around the side of this island, I'm pretty happy to move through this gap here. Obviously, you don't want to be meeting a destroyer coming the other way, because there's no way I'm going to be able to dodge any torpedoes or get out of the way. I might be able to do some damage to him, but it's unlikely that I'm going to sink him. And there's a Kagero, which is about the best concealed ship in the game. I know this because we've had it, so we'll see if we can get some damage on this guy. He's obviously being chased by our friendly carrier. So just wait for him to make up his mind which way he's going, and shots are out. See how we get on with these. 2,700 damage, 4,000 damage. So yeah, a reasonable chunk out of his health. Might help the enemy, our friendly carrier, take him down, and the Neptune's got him spotted now, so everybody's lighting him up. So he's not going to last too long unless he smokes up. So there's the enemy Montana, and he's backing up. It's not going to be the most difficult shot. And yes, I'm going to run aground here. I know all about it. And yeah, we do 10,000, 11,000 on the Montana, which is nice. Torpedoes here coming in, obviously from the Yugamo, and the Ibuki's soaked a couple of those up. You've seen his health dip down, and the Montana looks to be moving forward now. So another lot of shots out. They just fell short behind him, which is a shame. We should have anticipated that and gone slightly ahead of him. We are detected by the Yugamo. We won't be moving behind this island. And it's at this point I'm starting to spot that we've got an enemy Neptune and the Kagero are pushing our cap. And they're very close to getting in our cap. We're down 5 ships versus the enemy's 1. It basically could be game over here. So in a minute I'm going to start pinging the team and saying, look, you know, we're all pushing their cap. We're a country mile away from getting to it. Their Montana's, yeah, next to dead already. He needs another good salvo and he's going to go down. And they're already capturing our base. Our friendly Neptune's gone down. Our Lexington is dangerously exposed. That Montana's going to take 2 torpedoes, so he's done. That's him finished. So really we need to start moving back towards our cap and start defending it. And we have some backup in terms of the Yamato and the Grosser Kurfürst, who are turning back. The Tirpitz looks like he's going to push onto their cap with the Yugamo, but they're coming under sustained fire from the carrier. And here's the ship that we all want. I'm a fair way off it yet, to be honest with you. I haven't really prioritised the Japanese line, but the Yamato is definitely the ship everybody wants. Let's see how that salvo does. It doesn't look bad. 12,900 damage we'll take all day long. And we've got an enemy at target pushing us. Now he has got torpedoes, so we need to be mindful of that. And just bear that in mind. It depends what this guy does. If he goes and gives us a broadside to an Iowa and a Yamato, he's not going to last too long. And of course that's what he's going to do, isn't it? Because he wants to fire his torpedoes. So there you go, 9,000 damage, and his health's just been absolutely obliterated. He's down 28,000 from me on the Yamato hitting him. Obviously I need to be mindful torpedoes will have been fired this way now, so I need to change course. to avoid running into him. And he's going to want to get the rear set away because he's going to get blapped even from this direction, no matter which angle he gives. Shots out from the Yamato. And here's ours. Citadel, full damage, and he's down. We have caught a couple of shells and set us on fire, but I'm not too worried about that. No torpedoes yet. And there's that monkey Kagero over there. He's on 3,000 health. So I'm going to turn my guns this way because he's obviously putting pressure on the Lexington, who's calling for support. There's not a great deal I can do, if I'm honest with you, unless we get a lucky shot on this Kagero. How's that look? Absolute rubbish. We have got an Azumo, and he's managed to take out that Kagero. And great. Montana, Friedrich de Grosser, there's a Musashi up here somewhere, there's a key, and there's only me, the Yamato, and the Grosser Kurfürst, so we're in reasonable shape. These guys have took some decent damage getting up here. And yeah, of course, as soon as I fire, someone kills him, so I'm going to have to make a dangerous turn here now in front of these battleships. They are sailing broadside onto me, so I'm going to give as good as I get here. There's a Citadel, 14,800 on the key. We are avoiding giving a broadside to the Musashi, which is what we want. Shots out on the key again. 1,300 damage. Only 2 penetrations, 1 overpen and a bounce. But we basically just want to keep defending this cap now. As you can see, our teams are right down now, so we've almost caught them up. They have still got a destroyer lurking, which is the Yugamo, last seen way down south. So we do need to be mindful of that. We're only at 71,000 damage. And here comes a Kurfürst. I mean, you see the size difference just with us next to each other. That thing is absolutely enormous. And the key's gone down, so we've just got the Musashi and the de Grosser to worry about. I'm going to go straight through this gap and try and get some damage on these guys. Musashi, obviously Yamato's sister ship. It's not a ship you really want to be mucking around with, to be honest with you, because it can citadel you from pretty much everywhere like the Yamato can. But the Kurfürst got a massive salvo on him there, and we've just got another one, 21,000 damage. And a Citadel. Pushes our total up to 93,000. And obviously these guys are never going to cap now. They've got absolutely no chance, because we're just going to keep resetting them while they're sailing broadside onto us. They're just asking for it. Enemy CV is to our west. The Kurfürst heading in his direction. He's made a decision that he doesn't want to take these guys on for some reason. I'm not really sure what that's all about. Another 12,500 salvo. Took one of his guns down. Just trying to bring this rear turret round, see if I can get another shot on that might be enough to finish him. But no, computer says no. German armour as usual. Very, very difficult to get a Citadel on a German battleship, as we all know. I've done it, but RNG says no in that instance. 4,000 health left. It's gone down, but it wasn't to us. 114,000 damage now. Just a Musashi left. He has got a Yamato and a Nazumo and me chasing him now, so he's in a spot of trouble. And he can overmatch the armour on our front of our ship now, so we could get full penetration citadels on us from this angle, but it doesn't look to be aiming at us. And the Yamato's got a broadside on him. Yeah, that's always going to happen. So he's been blacked. So now we've just got the enemy CV to worry about. And this Kagero, Yugamo destroyer. So I want to do a full U-turn. I want to head back towards the enemy cap now. So I say to the team, nice work guys, thanks very much, and I've put basically I'll go on cap. And I'm just going to go straight south and go straight into their cap. And we'll see where we get to. There's the enemy carrier there, hiding behind the island, so we'll see if we can get some shots out on him. Top of our damage total. because he's sat stationary, and we can lob these shells straight over the top of this island, as everyone else is obviously. There we go, 9,000. So a good 10,000, 11,000 damage, pushes up to 125,000. And we'll move down towards the cap and see whether we can avoid this Yugamo spotting us. Obviously we're detected the minute we've fired our guns.
Fighter airborne.
But it's always a worry. You suddenly become detected and you can't see where, you can't figure out where the destroyer is. And I'm taking a big risk going down here. I know I'm nearly full health. Our Grosser Kurfürst has took a bit of a beating from the enemy carrier. But I want to push down here and hope we don't spot this. We don't get spotted by this destroyer. Got my spotting plane up for another 40 seconds. That will give us a little bit advance warning. We are running the captain perk of the additional spotting plane, so there's two constantly circling at any one time, which does give us a little bit more chance of spotting anything. But obviously this Yugamo can go wherever he likes. I think now, depending on what build he's got, you know, I think I got mine to about, I think it's about 5.7 kilometre detection. So I mean, you've got to be right on top of the guy to spot him. I'm pinging where I think that he probably is. We're still not spotted at the moment, so I'm using that really as a guide and telling the team obviously stay in our cap and just defend, because obviously there's only these Yamato and the Izumo left, and I'm going for the cap. Probably don't need to go for the cap. We probably could just run the clock down because we're leading on points. But us all sitting in one spot makes us quite a vulnerable target, I think. I'm telling the Izumo to stay in a cap, but he doesn't seem to be paying a great deal of attention, which you do tend to get. And we're still not detected, so where is the Yugamo? And I mean, I half expect him to just pop out from anywhere really and rush me, but he doesn't seem to be happening. And there we go, we are detected. So he's either in between the gap of them islands, or he's round the corner of the island where I'm looking now. So we do have to be cautious. I'd say he's in between the gap. That's why we've just been spotted, and we're now located, which we weren't before. So he's obviously running radio location, and you can see that he's being capped. And obviously now my eyes are on stalks now, because this guy could be anywhere. But I'm still not detected, so he's behind an island somewhere. I'd say behind me, definitely in that direction, and behind me where the gap is where he's lurking. And there we go, we are detected. So he could be directly in the gap behind me, which I'd say is more than likely where he is. But he's basically going to be torpedoing me now. And obviously my spotting plane, I've run out of spotting planes. I'm not running a premium on this ship. Timer looks like it's going to probably run out before we get this cap anyway. So I do put in chat, show yourself to the enemy Yugamo. Because obviously I've been detected for absolutely ages. I know he's going to be right on top of me or torpedoes. And the enemy team put, yeah, he's at your base. I'm like, no, he's not, because I'm detected. There's no way he's at our base. And to be honest, I think the Yugamo could have made a real mess of me here had I not been paying a little bit of attention. And obviously I haven't changed my course or anything, so these torpedoes were, to be fair, expected. but with 30 seconds on the clock, and they're not even going to hit me because they can't get far enough. He's fired them way too far away. 55 seconds to cap the base, and there's only 20 seconds of the game left. So this one, basically, the timer's going to run out. He never shows himself, and we're not detected now, so he's gone behind somewhere. Bit of a shame, really, to be honest. I'd quite like to have had a little battle or something, but not to worry. I thought he might have fired his guns and give himself away, but no such luck. But a little game in the eye. We've not been out in it very much. We've not put a video on of it yet, so I thought it was one to share. 125,000 damage, only 180,000 credits, but we've got 4,000 XP, so I'm not too worried. But it was an enjoyable one. We haven't got any more of the. I didn't put. I don't think I check any of the team scores on this one. No, but not to worry. We'll be out in it again soon enough. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you again in the next one.